one of the best point guards in the nation, averaging 17.6 points per game, 5 steals, as you mentioned, 7 assists. Just a really good offense and defensive unit for this Wildcats team.
And Associate Head Coach John Markham told us that transition defense is going to be where this game is won and lost tonight.
Yeah, Northwestern likes to get out and run. That's led by Ashley Deary. She's very quick, and she, like we said earlier, she's one of the best in the nation. She was a finalist for that award last year, and she's going to look to keep adding on to her resume this year.
As both teams now come to the bench, almost tip-off time here in the Lonestar Showcase. The finale of the Lonestar Showcase. As starting lineups are called out, we'll start off with the Northwestern Wildcats. At point guard, it's Ashley Deary. She's averaging 17.6 points per game. The 5'4" guard out of Flower Mound, Texas, playing in front of her hometown family here. Lots of Northwestern fans in the stands also. At the 2 position is number 24, Christian Inman, the 5'10" guard from Katy, Texas. At the 3 position, at captain on the team, Maggie Lyon. She averages 12.8 points per game, a 6'2" guard from Wilmette, Illinois. And at the 4 position, Nia Coffey, averaging 19.2 points per game and 10.6 rebounds per game, the 6'1" junior from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And at the 5 position, rounding out the group, the 6'3" forward, Christian Johnson from Powder Springs, Georgia. That's the same starting lineup they use through the first 5 games of the season. And for East Carolina, they're staying with the same starting 5 as well. At point guard, number 2, the 5'9" point guard, Khadijah Toure from Kennewick, Washington, transferred to East Carolina from Oregon State. At the 2 position is the leading scorer on this team, the 6'2" redshirt senior Jada Payne out of Hickory, North Carolina, transferred in from LaSalle. At the 3 position, a transfer from Northeastern Oklahoma, 5'11" senior Devon Gray. And at the 4 position, Atiana Taylor, averaging 8.2 points per game, the 6'1" senior forward from Pflugersville, Texas. Lots of fans and family on hand once again for her tonight. And rounding out the group, Marina Red Laramie, the 6'2" post player, transferred in from Indiana State, originally from St. Louis, Missouri. East Carolina is coached by Heather Macy in her 6th season. She had her 100th career victory last night, a big milestone in the bag for Coach Heather Macy. As we've mentioned, Northwestern is coached by Joe McEwen, turning that franchise and program around there. East Carolina in the all-gold tonight, white numerals and purple outlines. Northwestern in their all-purple uniforms, white numerals, white stripes going down the side. As both teams take the court, what's the key for this game if East Carolina wants to walk out of this tournament 2-1?
They're going to need to get off to a good start and not let Northwestern get on the scoreboard early. Last night, they let Creighton get up 13-0 on them before they got a point, so it's going to be very important to get a good start defensively and offensively for the Pirates.
Coffey wins the tip for Northwestern. They bring the ball across the court. East Carolina starting off in a man-to-man or in a zone defense here. It'll be a 3-2 zone. We've seen that throughout the tournament. Ball swung around to the corner. There's Lyon for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Pulling down the rebound is Deary. Their point guard, she's going to reset it. Now she'll pass inside to Johnson. Johnson passes back outside to Coffey on the right wing. Now back to the top of the key. There's Deary. Gets a screen set. The pick and roll, nothing there. Kicks out to Coffey on the wing. Coffey's going to drive now. Find in the short corner Johnson. Johnson's shot's no good. Atiana Taylor pulls down the first rebound of the game.
That's very disciplined defense by the East Carolina Pirates. Very good on their assignment switching, making those baskets tough for the Northwestern Wildcats.
Coming back the other way, no score yet early. Pass down low to Atiana Taylor. 2 dribbles up and under, no good on the layup attempt. Coffey pulls down the rebound, showing her versatility. Dribbles up court. Now she'll pass to Inman. Inman drives back to Coffey. Now back to Inman. Swung around to Lyon on the right wing. Now the pass down to the corner to Deary. Deary's going to drive around the screen, pull up on the elbow. No good on that shot attempt. Still 0-0, 8 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock.
This is exactly what the Pirates needed to come out and do. Make it tough on the Northwestern Wildcats. Don't let them get any early baskets.
As Khadijah Toure comes around the screen, hands off to Devon Gray. It's going to be bounced off Devon Gray's leg. Racing to the ball is Inman in the backcourt. Now she's going to lob it over to Deary. And now pass back to Lyon. Lyon, short jump shot there. Won't go. Ball's tipped around. Inman's going to recover for Northwestern, and they're going to reset the shot clock and have an opportunity here.
And Northwestern's getting a lot of offensive rebounds, and that is getting them second chance opportunities, making a big difference early.
Johnson passes over to Lyon. Lyon pulls up for a deep three, and she hits it from beyond the NBA line.
And that was a huge three from Lyon there. She started the game early yesterday against Creighton with 2 threes, and she's looking to get started like that again tonight.
Northwestern up 3-0. Khadija Toure drives baseline. She's going to get called for a travel. Went up in the air there. Didn't have anybody to pass it to. Didn't have the shot. So that'll be another turnover for East Carolina, as Alex Frazier and Fani Shooterosh check into the game. Toure and Gray take a seat for Coach Heather Macy. Northwestern trailing early, or leading early, 3-0 with 8 minutes on the clock in this first quarter. They bring the ball across the half-court line. The handoff back to Deary, and she lays it in.
And Alex Frazier was a little slow on the switchback to Deary, and Deary was able to get the easy lay-in.
A little give and go there. Around the screen, East Carolina now working back the other way, down 5-0. Jada Payne on the right wing. A left-handed, one-handed pass over to the left. Now swung around to Red Laramie down low. Jada Payne was cutting on the back door and was hailed. And that'll be the first foul against Northwestern. That'll come against number 32, their captain, Christian Johnson. As East Carolina inbounds the ball on the left side underneath their hoop. The lob pass into Jada Payne at the top of the key. And now to the top of the key to Red Laramie. She'll pass it to Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor, a spin move there, up and around the defender. Left-handed layup can't fall as it rolls off the rim. Coffey's going to pull out the rebound. Almost got it stripped away, but Lyon recovers for Northwestern. She'll take 2 dribbles, pull up for 3, and she's got it.
You can't let Maggie Lyon just get open and shoot threes. She's 3rd in program history with those threes made.
And that's an 8-0 run early for Northwestern. See if East Carolina can answer back here with 7 minutes on the clock. Pass over to Red Laramie on the right wing. She's going to pull up for 3. That's going to miss everything. Barely grazed the net there. Northwestern pulls down the rebound. They're going to come back the other way. Deary now is guarded by Atiana Taylor at the top of the key. The point guard guarded by the forward, and a screen set there. Now the switch back. East Carolina has the matchups now. Coffey on the left wing, a pump fake there. She's going to drive, spin move around Red. Shot won't go. Red pulls down the rebound for East Carolina. Now she'll hand off to Frazier. And now the front court pass to Atiana Taylor, just out of the reach. Couldn't track that one down, and it'll roll out of bounds.
And you've got to execute that if you're Alex Frazier. That was an errant pass. She had Atiana Taylor down low next to the basket, and that's a turnover. And you really need that because you're down 8-0. You need to get on the board against this Northwestern team.
East Carolina started off 8-0 down against Creighton in the first game of this tournament, and here they are in the finale of the Lone Star Showcase, down 8-0 with 6.5 minutes on the clock. Deary gets the screen set. Now she'll pass to the top of the key to Coffey. Coffey's going to drive right into Atiana Taylor, and that's a charge.
That was huge. She just went right into her. It looked like she got a little elbow in there as well.
East Carolina will take it nonetheless. After the charge violation, Atiana Taylor happy about that one. It pumped up, trying to get her team into this. East Carolina hasn't hit a shot yet. Frazier's pass tipped, but it will reach Jada Payne. Now she'll kick around, swung to Atiana Taylor on the right block, up and under. Atiana Taylor couldn't get the lay-in to go, but she'll go to the free throw line for 2.
That's good ball movement, setting up Atiana Taylor down low with the lay-in. She didn't get it to drop, but at least she got fouled, and she will have 2 shots here at the cherry stripe. And
that foul's against Christian Johnson once again. That'll be her 2nd personal foul, Northwestern's 3rd. And that'll be Atiana Taylor's first free throw, and she hits it. As last night from the free throw line, Atiana Taylor was 2 of 2. As she steps back to the free throw line, East Carolina trailing 8-1 with 6 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. Second free throw is up and rolls right through the net. 8-2 now. East Carolina gets their first 2 points on the board. East Carolina switching back to a zone now. A half-court press, trying to trap. Now the ball swung around to Coffey. Now down to the corner to Inman. Inman now drives to the left elbow, pulls up for a jump shot. That shot won't fall, and Atiana Taylor pulls down a rebound.
Doing a great job putting pressure on this Northwestern offense, getting good stops on defense.
Now Frazier at the top of the key, passes to her left to Shooterosh. Shooterosh finds the cutting Payne. Payne now on the elbow. She's going to drive against Coffey, pull up, spin move, rolls off the rim, no good. Atiana Taylor pulls down a rebound. looking to go right back up with it. She doesn't have anything, so she'll kick out to Jada Payne. Now back to Red Laramie. Laramie for three, and she hits it.
And good offensive rebound for Itiana Taylor, setting up that second chance opportunity. She had 6 last game, and just great second chance opportunity from the Pirates.
That makes the score 8-5 now after Northwestern started off on an 8-0 run. East Carolina has a 5-0 run of their own. Ball stripped away by Jada Payne, fighting for it with Deary, and last touched by Deary. It'll be East Carolina ball.
And Deary got a little happy trying to drive to the rim there. Ended up getting the ball stripped from her, and that's going to be East Carolina ball.
As Frazier will bring it back across the half-court line. Passes left to Jada Payne on the left wing now. Jada Payne between the legs, and now she'll pass back to Shooter-Ross. Shooter-Ross passes right back to her. Jada Payne for three.
And that's Jada Payne's first three in about 2 or 3 games. She has been quiet from the three-point line so far this season, but that gets it going early, and now we got a tie ball game.
2 8-0 runs already, one from each team. That'll tie the game at 8-8 with 4 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. Deary on the right wing now, setting a screen. Now she'll try to drive around Frazier, and that foul will be on Frazier. Holding there, trying to fight through that screen.
And she's having a hard time with those screens early. She got beat on one earlier, and now she's forced to foul because she was late on that screen as well.
So it's 8-8 in the finale of the Lone Star Showcase. 4 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock. We'll be back with all of your East Carolina Lady Pirates basketball action here on WZMB 91.3. Oh, God, it timed out.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a good start, too.
It was.
Golly.
Jeez. She was texting you too, wasn't she?
I don't know why this isn't working. I can't get it back.
What the hell?
Hello? 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 Hey, Danny, I'm not sure if you can send any tech people down here, but this keeps going out. Here, walk. All right, hold on. Let me disconnect this one first. It's been doing this all tournament. Okay, hello? Hello?
Davis?
Hello? I think we're back. I don't know. Should be back. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, 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 hello.
Man, that was a good.
It was, dude. We were doing pretty damn good. Miss Davis. Hello, 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 hello.
Basketball led by head coach Heather Macy. Right here on WZMB 91.3 FM. Greenville.
Hello?
Kick back and enjoy the game.
And welcome back inside the Cedar Park Center. East Carolina battled back. Now it's an 8-8 game. Northwestern hasn't scored in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Now East Carolina starts off out of the media timeout with the ball. Hand off to Jada Payne. She thinks about taking a three-point shot. She won't there, but she'll dish it down low to Atiana Taylor. Taylor couldn't convert on the layup, but she'll get a foul there, and she'll go back to the free throw line for 2 more attempts.
And that was a good pick and roll play by Payne and Itiana Taylor. The size mismatch from Deary and Itiana Taylor caused the foul, and Itiana Taylor's going back to the line for 2 more free throws.
As she made her first 2 of the game, playing in front of her hometown crowd. Itiana Taylor's from Pflugersville, Texas, just about 30 minutes door to door, she told us, so she has a lot of fans on hand. As her first free throw rims out, and she'll get the ball back for her second free throw. 8-8 now. As second free throw is up and in for Atiana Taylor after Northwestern burst out to an 8-0 early lead. East Carolina's battled back, and now they have the lead at 9-8. Playing good defense as of late. Northwestern hasn't scored in over 3 minutes. East Carolina still in that zone defense as the pass to the right to Coffee gets stripped away. A front court pass to Red Laramie, but Deary beats her to it, and that'll be another possession for Northwestern. Lyon pulls up for 3 in transition. That shot won't go. Jada Payne pulls down the high rebound, and now she'll slow it down on offense. Alex Frazier's going to drive in between 2 defenders, get the blocking foul, put up the shot. The shot will go in, but it won't count. That'll be on the floor. A good job by Frazier trying to convert that shot, but she'll go to the free throw line instead for 2 shots, even though the foul was on the floor. That's a double bonus now. Northwestern has 5 fouls in the quarter.
And that's right. I was just about to say that. East Carolina has already had this Northwestern defense committing 5 fouls, and that is huge. If they get in foul trouble, that really opens up a lot of opportunities for the Pirates.
As Frazier's free throw is up and in. Both of them count for Frazier. 11-8. East Carolina leading over the 19th ranked Northwestern Wildcats. East Carolina switching back to a man-to-man defense. Now at the top, Deary's guarded by Frazier. Pass over to the right to Lyon. Lyon's guarded by Payne on the right wing. Now back to the top of the key to Coffee. Coffee hands it off to Deary. Deary's going to pull up in the mid-range jump shot off the front of the rim. No good. Laramie pulls down the rebound. She's going to dribble out. Now she'll slow it down and pass over to Frazier. Frazier can't control the pass. It's taken away by Coffee. Coffee goes back the other way. Up and under. Reverse layup won't fall. East Carolina catches the break there, and they'll come back the other way unharmed as Atiana Taylor finds Red Laramie down low. That shot won't go. Jada Payne pulls down the rebound, trying to pass it off to Atiana Taylor, and that's stripped away by Lyon. Fast-paced game here. Deary's going to drive right back the other way between 2 defenders, Shooterosh and Frazier. Shooterosh says, that's on me. And no, they're going to get it on Frazier. Both contact there. So she'll go to the free throw line. Deary of Northwestern. She's knocked down 1 lay-in so far tonight, and she has 2 points.
And she's going to have an opportunity to add on to that. Shooterosh and Frazier made it hard for her to get that easy layup at the basket, and now she's missed her first free throw.
As Toure and Devon Gray check back into the game, Frazier and Shooterosh take a seat. Deary's a good point guard for Northwestern. The 5'4" junior was on the Nancy Lieberman Award watch list, which is for the nation's top point guard last year, as she misses both free throws. That'll keep the score at 11-8. East Carolina's going to come back across the half-court line. Toure passes off to Laramie. Laramie kicks left to Payne. Now Payne gives it to Atiana Taylor on the left elbow, working against Lyon. Tries to go right into her, misses that shot, and the rebound's all over the floor. And Coffee had it, but she stepped over Jada Payne, and they called her for a travel.
Yeah, that was a lot of bodies down there, and Payne, like you said, was on the floor, and she got tripped over, and now that's a travel. Khadija Toure is passing the ball in to Jada Payne now. At
the top of the key, Payne catches the ball, passes right. Now she'll pass down low. Ball swung back around to Toure in the far corner. East Carolina working right to left, and that'll be a double dribble called on Toure.
And that's a pretty reckless turnover for Khadija Toure. Had a good opportunity to set something up offensively, and she double dribbles.
So 5 turnovers for Northwestern. No baskets in the last 4 minutes and 50 seconds as the handoff to Lyon on the left wing to the top of the key now. Guarded by Red. She's going to drive against her. Kick back out to Deary on the right wing. Deary's guarded by Toure. Foot race to the basket. Deary beats her on that one. Lays it in off the glass.
And Deary is so fast. Khadija Toure matches up with her pretty well, but Deary beat her on that drive to the hoop and got the basket.
11-10. East Carolina still leading. The pass inside to Laramie stripped away, and Deary will recover that. And trying to get across the half court. Jada Payne's trying to slow her down, but they'll call her with a holding foul there. And that'll be the 4th team foul on East Carolina. Jada Payne's first of the game.
You almost have no choice sometimes to hold Deary because she's so quick and gets to the basket so fast. If she's by you, she's almost got a sure layup.
Northwestern already has 5 steals. Now they have the ball with 1 minute and 55 seconds. East Carolina in a trapping defense, double-teaming Deary. Deary lobs a pass across the court, finding Lyon. Lyon's going to drive in, lay it in. East Carolina's trapping, left the back door open.
That's right, and that's the disadvantage of that trap defense.
As East Carolina comes back, now they're trailing once again, 12-11. As Jada Payne on the right wing. passes over to Devon Gray at the top of the key, who swings left to Red Laramie. Now back to Devon Gray, top of the key. A spin move there off the dribble. Jump shot, floats in, misses everything. Jada Payne pulls down the rebound, puts it back up, hits the bottom of the net, counts that for 2, and she'll go to the free throw line for 1 more.
And I believe that is Jada Payne's 3rd or 4th offensive rebound. Got to be her 3rd at least. And she's going to have an opportunity to go to the line for a 3-point play.
And they really need Jada Payne to play well. She's came into the tournament averaging over 22 points and just over 11 rebounds as she knocks down that free throw. That's a huge free throw. She has 6 points already. East Carolina leading 14-12 over the 19th ranked Northwestern Wildcats. Deary controls the ball for the Wildcats. East Carolina in a 3-2 defense, staying in that zone. And the pass back to Deary. She swings it to the corner, and the corner's Inman. Inman high lofting 3 off the rim twice, no good there. Jada Payne had the rebound, but she got tied up with Coffey. And Coffey and her were tied up. We'll see what that foul call is. And that'll be on Jada Payne. Coach Heather Macy and the assistants up, not happy about that one. Looked like Payne controlled the ball first, but that'll be a foul on Payne, and that'll be her 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. That was definitely, if anything, looked like a jump ball, and that's exactly what Heather Macy was arguing.
As a high lofting pass in finds Jonas, and they're going to tag Red Laramie with a foul there. That'll be Laramie's 1st foul of the game, but East Carolina's 5th of the quarter, so it'll be double bonus shooting now for Christian Johnson.
And that's a little bit of foul trouble for both teams here. Putting Northwestern on the line. And Jonas misses her 1st free throw.
A big break for East Carolina as that 1st free throw rims out. She'll have 1 more. Checking into the game, Amber Jamison. She'll check in for Lyon. Lyon started off shooting hot. She's 3 of 6 with 8 points. Northwestern trailing the Pirates 14-12 now with a minute on the clock. The 2nd free throw is up, no good, but a rebound pulled down by Northwestern. Swung back around to Inman. Inman's going to drive down the lane and lay it in.
And that's pretty decent defense by Devon Gray. You don't want to completely go after her and hold her. She got by her, so she just let her get the easy layup there.
Now with 45 seconds on the clock, it's a tie game, 14-14. Jada Payne gets the screen from Tatiana Taylor. Now she'll pass it to Tatiana Taylor. Down low, a spin move. Couldn't get the shot to go. Bounced off the back iron. Northwestern coming back the other way. Trying to slow the ball down now is Deary, their point guard. 5'4" junior. East Carolina in a man-to-man defense. Shot clock at 15. Game clock at 20 now. As they're holding the ball. For all 5 offensive players spread out. Now they're going to cut across the floor. As Deary's going to drive now to the middle of the hoop. Kick out to the corner. And the 3-point attempt is up. No good by Jamison. East Carolina comes the other way with 3 seconds on the clock. A 2-on-1 matchup. Jada Payne is fouled by Coffey there as she was trying to drive and get into the lane.
And that's a good play by Jada Payne drawing the foul. And Coffey now has 2 fouls. And it's almost the end of the 1st quarter, and Jada Payne's a really good free throw shooter.
That's huge for East Carolina if they can get Coffey in foul trouble. She's one of their best players. She averages 19 points and over just about 11 rebounds as Payne hits her 1st free throw coming back into the game. Fani Shooterush, the transfer from Iowa Western, and back into the game for the first time tonight, Gabrielle Holston, the transfer from Georgia Tech. East Carolina transferring players into the game. Jada Payne's getting set for her 2nd free throw. It's up in the air, and she's got it. That's 2 made free throws once again for Jada Payne. Puts East Carolina up 16-14 at the end of the 1st quarter. East Carolina battled back after going down 8-0, had an 8-0 run of their own, and now they have the lead at the end of the 1st quarter, 16-14. We'll be back with all of the action here from inside the Cedar Park Center. This is the Lone Star Showcase. You're listening to East Carolina Lady Pirates basketball on WZMB 91.3.
Okay, what in the world?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is going on?
That makes me mad too, because that was a good 1st quarter. That was a really good 1st quarter.
Yeah, playing wise.
Yes, it went out for about 2 minutes.
Me and John were doing really
It
well.
went out for a good while too.
All right,
yeah,
I'm trying to call
it went
Adam
out for
right
a
now
good
because I
minute.
asked them to send the tech guy over here, and they're not. I mean, the stream's plugged in, so they may be able to hear us right now up top. for the YouTube stream. I'm not
Okay.
sure if that's what's clogging it. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to call Adam.
I mean, ever since they plugged in that thing, it's been issues. But how much time do you all need?
Because that's, I mean, it won't hurt to unplug it. It won't hurt us because if that's what it is, I mean.
How much time you need, John?
It keeps cutting out again, and we switch boards. I don't know if you could ask Danny to get a tech guy down. No, it may be the video jamming it, but it's the Ethernet that cut out. Get them another foul here. That'll be huge to keep them on the bench. On East Carolina side, Jada Payne, their leading scorer, already has two fouls. Combined so far between those three players, Coffee has not scored yet, but Lyon and Payne combined for 18 of the points. East Carolina trailing 23-18 with 5 minutes on the clock. Deary checks the ball in to Lyon at the top of the three-point line. Now she'll pass back to Deary. Deary guarded by Toure. And now she'll pass to her left to Inman. Inman's going to drive against Payne, try to lay it in with her left hand, and she floats it right over, and that'll count.
Yes, it will, and that's about time she got a field goal to drop. She shot quite a bit as Toure, it's like she drew the foul there. Not sure what the, it was actually a timeout, excuse me, sorry about that.
As we'll take the timeout with them, 25-18, East Carolina trailing in the last game of the Lone Stars Showcase. Now this on WZMB 91.3.
Hey, y'all.
About a minute and a half, please.
It was,
Okay.
how was it, Miss Davis?
Everything, the connection was clear.
It's gone out a couple of times.
So it didn't go out at all that last,
No, did y'all unplug the YouTube?
no,
Because somebody called somebody they couldn't get the YouTube stream.
yeah, because there's a guy down here now, but as soon as, it seemed like when we switched the Ethernet cord, that seems like it helped a little bit, but, like, because that's when we were able to get back to you. And
Yeah, and no, we haven't had any issues since then, so.
Okay, Ace.
I'm going to tell them that.
But the stream is not working because some guy called talking about the stream wasn't working.
Oh, really? Hey,
We haven't had a trouble. I don't know if it was the board.
so that, okay, let me tell John that.
Apparently. Okay.
Yeah, Miss Davis was just saying the stream wasn't working, like the online,
The YouTube.
the YouTube one wasn't.
Miss Davis,
Somebody called and said that the YouTube wasn't working. Okay, about
Oh.
25 seconds.
was that our stream or the YouTube?
The YouTube
Huh. You know, was it a
Alright.
girl or a guy?
guy, 15 seconds.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go with it.
Yeah, I mean,
don't
we
know.
could care less
10.
about that anyway.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back inside the Cedar Park Center on a cold night in Austin, Texas. East Carolina trailing the number 19th ranked Northwestern 25-18. 4 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock in the second quarter. As we get a quick update on the stat sheet.
And East Carolina only shooting 4 of 19. That's 21%. Not very good, but they do have 8 free throws made. They're 2 of 5 from the three-point line. They just need to get the ball back inside and try to draw more fouls and get more free throws.
East Carolina will have the ball to start the final 4 minutes and 45 seconds of the quarter. Starters in for East Carolina. Jada Payne's bullet pass to Laramie's tipped away, and Lyon comes away with the steal for Northwestern. She's going to drive now to the middle lane, pass out to the right to Deary. Deary pulls up for a 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Falls right into the hands of Atiana Taylor. Taylor's front court pass to Payne. Lobs it right over. Jada Payne catches it, goes right back up, and lays it in for 2.
And that was good transition offense. Jada Payne really had the size mismatch advantage against Deary there. Almost about 7 inches taller than her, and she puts it in for 2 points.
25-20, East Carolina now trailing as Inman tries to drive against Payne. That shot won't go. Fighting for the rebound. Last touched by East Carolina. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
That was very disciplined defense from Jada Payne there, not to foul her. Very tough defense, hands all in her face, and she was able to get the miss.
And Payne already has 2 fouls, so she's going to have to be careful. Going to ask be asked to play a lot of minutes as Northwestern checks the ball in. That's Lyon. She's going to drive right down the middle of the lane and up and under reverse lay-in for 2.
And she just beat Red Laramie there. Red Laramie just let her go, it seemed like.
As Laramie comes back the other way, catches the pass with her right hand, takes 2 dribbles to the extended elbow and puts up a jump shot for 2. East Carolina now trailing by 9 with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first half. And now going to drive back the other way is Hankins. Hankins' shot won't fall there. And East Carolina was trying to get the rebound between a couple of players, and it just stepped on the line. And Northwestern, after that shot didn't fall there, get the ball right back.
Yeah, that was not very good awareness from the East Carolina Pirates. They've cut this lead down to 5, and that was not what they needed. Gives Northwestern an extra possession to work with and try to extend this lead.
Back into the game is Johnson make that Jonas for Northwestern. As Deere checks the ball out on the right baseline. Quick pass into Lyon. Lyon's shots up. Won't go, but she's fouled by Shooterosh, so she will shoot 2.
And Shooterosh got her hand on that one. You could see it from where we're sitting. Puts Lyon on the line. And Lyon is still their leading scorer. She'll get opportunities to extend that here.
And Lyon shots up, rattles off the rim. No good there for Maggie Lyon on the free throw line so far this year. She's 5 of 10 coming into the game. Both free throws don't drop there. Atiana Taylor pulls down the rebound and kicks out to the outlets pass. The point guard to Ray. She brings the ball across the half-court line and passes to the right to Jada Payne. Jada Payne now gives it back, swung around, and back to the left now. Jada Payne on the left wing, looking down low at Red Laramie. Now she'll decide to dribble to the right. Now passes off to Two-Ray. Two-Ray driving against Deary all the way to the lane. Floats between 2 defenders. Bank shot won't fall, but Red Laramie pulls down the rebound. She'll pass right back to Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor drives between 2 defenders. That shot bounces twice off the rim. Can't get that to go. But Two-Ray gets on the ground for the ball, and she gets tangled up for a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Wildcats.
Yes, it does. And Atiana Taylor with another miss down low. She has yet to get a field goal. She is 0 of 5 from the field. And if you're East Carolina, you got to look for her to get going down low and get some points down in the paint.
As Coffey has the ball on the right wing, East Carolina back in a zone here. Pass inside, now swung back out to Lyon. Lyon for 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Payne pulls down the rebound for the Pirates. That's her 7th rebound already of this game. She'll bring the ball across the half-court line with 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. East Carolina trailing 27-22. As she'll dribble left now and try to drive behind the back, stop there, and pull it back out. Now she'll lob the pass over to Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor tries to go baseline. Now she'll pass it back out to Shooterosh. That's stolen away by Lyon. Lyon fronts Coffey in transition. Coffey goes up, misses the lay-in there. East Carolina catches the big break as they'll dribble back the other way. Atiana Taylor underneath the hoop all alone, and she'll lay it in.
And it looks like East Carolina is taking a page out of Northwestern's book. Getting on this transition offense, Atiana Taylor finally gets her first field goal of the night, and that was huge.
27-24 now with 2 minutes on the clock. East Carolina trailing. Lyon comes around the screen. She'll drive all the way to the left. Left-handed lay-in. Coach Heather Macy wants a timeout to talk things over before that shot. Northwestern was gone cold, 2 of 8 from the field. Now they'll be 3 of 9 in their last 9 shots. 2 minutes on the clock, though. East Carolina only trailing by 5 points to the 19th team in the country.
Yeah, and that's huge for them. It looked like on that last play, they were just trying to exploit Lyon on Laramie. Laramie's a little slow on Lyon's driving, and Lyon's getting those easy left-handed layups to go. But as you said, just trailing the number 19 ranked team in the country, and that is huge for this East Carolina Pirates team. They just need to continue to execute on defense, make life hard for the Wildcats, and still get things going offensively.
Northwestern's game is the fast break. So far they have 0 points in transition. Working back the other way, they still have the lead by 5. Payne has the ball on the right wing now as she'll try to pass it out. Almost had the violation called on her for holding it, but she finds Atiana Taylor. Now Taylor hands off to Laramie. Now the give and go action. Taylor couldn't finish on the reverse layup. Northwestern back the other way as Coffey leading the break. Flies right by the defender and lays it in with her left hand. Northwestern now 31, East Carolina 24.
That was Coffey's first field goal of the night as well. The bigs down low taking a while to get going here as Toure turns the ball over.
She got it tipped away by Deary, tried to recover it, but as she tried to recover it, it was bouncing out of bounds on the left wing, so that's another turnover for East Carolina. East Carolina's 12th turnover of the half. Working back the other way, Lyon drives baseline after a pump fake, floats between two defenders, and she got it off the glass.
And Lyon is a dangerous player. She's looking to shoot the three-point shot, but once it's not there, she drives into the lane and finishes with that left hand.
33-24, the Pirates trailing to the 19th ranked Northwestern as Shooter Rush has the ball on the top of the key, passes back left to Jada Payne. Jada Payne between the legs. Now she's going to drive against Deary, drives up, draws the contact there. A blocking foul will be called on the defender. That'll be Jonas gets the foul. That'll be her first foul. Jada Payne will go back to the free throw line for 2 more.
And she is 3 of 3 from the line so far, looking to make that 5 for 5, and they need these 2 free throws here to cut this deficit to 7.
Payne, an excellent free throw shooter for Coach Heather Macy, as the first one's up and in. First team all-conference player last year in the first year in the American Conference. As she'll have one more here, Alex Frazier, the true freshman from Georgia, checks back into the game for Toure. Payne gets the ball back for her second free throw, and it's up and in for Payne once again. East Carolina now trailing 33-26 with 42 seconds left in this first half. Deary brings the ball across the half-court line for the Wildcats. She'll pass off to the right to Inman. Inman finds Lyon. Lyman finds Jonas. An interior pass there leads to an easy bucket for Northwestern.
Yeah, and Jonas was unmarked. No one was on her. Itiana Taylor looked like she was lost on the switch, and Jonas gets the easy basket.
As now East Carolina comes back the other way. Shot clock is off. As Shooter Rush controls the ball on the left wing. She'll pass to the corner. Laramie for 3. Short on the three-point attempt. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Coffey's going to try to drive now. She'll slow it down. 5 on the clock. She'll hand off to Deary. Going to try to get a screen here from Coffey. She does get the screen. Drives around Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor hand in the face, but she hit it. And that's going to be a 2-point basket. That's huge at the end of the half.
That is, and that's all set up by a bad possession on East Carolina Pirates' offensive side of the ball. Red Laramie just chucks up a 3 with about 15 seconds left, and the shot clock was off. You got to hold that ball to the end to make sure Northwestern does not get any more points on the board, and you get the last possession.
A falling away from the basket shot, hand in her face. Deary hits it. She has 11 points. We'll be back with more halftime breakdown from the Lone Star Showcase. East Carolina trailing against the number 19th ranked Northwestern 37-26 in the finale here in Austin, Texas. We'll be back on WZMB 91.3. Alrighty, about 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
That shot was huge, man.
It was, man. That was, oh man. Because, I mean, IT was all over her, too. It almost looked like she could have fouled her, too. It looked like it was so close to being an and one. They're looking at something over there. I don't know what they're looking at. Gosh, man, why did they rush that possession there? Like, you got to hold the ball. Cannot give them an opportunity to get another possession and go up even more.
So a couple notes I had was just an early run by Northwestern, East Carolina battling back, and then the screens on defense that just can't get around them. It's the same thing that happened in Creighton.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing better defensively. I mean, Northwestern shooting 45%. That's good, but ECU shooting 25%. So that's terrible. They've only made 7 field goals, but somehow they're only down by 11. Which, I mean, obviously, yeah, they're getting it done on the free throw line, really.
Yeah.
Got 10 points on the line. If not for that, they'd be down pretty big.
Yeah. Yikes. But Coffee hasn't yet to take off.
Yeah.
So we'll break down the game kind of stat by stat.
All right.
Think of any questions for Coach Macy right now at the half?
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I'd like to see another quarter. See if they come out getting some field goals to drop. They just gotta shoot better, man. I mean,
27%.
that's awful. Somehow you're still hanging in with them though. They've already come back from 1-8-0 deficit. I mean, just gotta keep the defensive intensity up and make some shots. Even take more threes if you got to. You're shooting better from 3 points than you are from the field. I mean, that says something for ECU.
Here comes the mailman.
Yep, he's got some info. He's got some info too. You can look at him and see.
Wait, on the radio or the stream? They can hear your voices. It's got to be on the stream.
That's not our end though.
Who said that?
Why would they be able to hear us?
All right, appreciate it.
All right, about 40 seconds.
All right, perfect.
Are they having issues with that stream?
Yeah, I think so. They can hear all three of us talking over the stream, even on commercials.
All three of us?
Yeah, they can hear us, so.
That's
all right.
Quite ridiculous.
15 seconds.
All right, sounds good.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back inside the Cedar Park Center. It's halftime of the finale of the Lone Star Showcase. East Carolina trailing the Northwestern Wildcats in the finale, 37-26. Northwestern jumped out to an early 8-0 run lead, and it looked to be trouble for East Carolina, but they were able to bounce back to themselves and had an 8-0 run.
Yes, they did. They were able to get a couple quick baskets, and they were able to get to the free throw line, which played a huge role. And when they had the early lead, when they were up 16-14, that was why they were in the lead. They're just shooting just around 27%, which is not good by any means, but somehow they're only down by 11 points. Like we alluded to, that's a big part in getting to the free throw line. They've made 10 free throws out of the 11, and that is a very good percentage.
27% from the field, 7 of 26, actually shooting better from three-point land, from 2 of 6 at 33%. But as you mentioned, the free throw line, 10 of 11 at 91%. That's a huge part of East Carolina. That's a big chunk of their points right now. And if they want to stay in this game, they're going to not only have to bump up their shooting field goal percentage, but continue to stay hot from the line.
Yes, they will. And as far as individuals, Itiana Taylor has to start making some baskets down low. The points in the paint margin is huge, as Northwestern has 22 points in the paint, only 8 for East Carolina, and that's a big part of Itiana Taylor not being able to put the ball in the basket. She's only shooting 1 of 7 from the field. She's gotten to the line twice, and she's shooting 50%, 2 out of 4. So they need to get going down low, because that's their game anyway. Just try to make some baskets in the paint, try to get that margin down.
And points in the paint, as you mentioned, East Carolina, when they're successful, they're spreading the ball around and scoring down low in the paint. Right now, they're being outscored 22-8 by Northwestern. The good news is, though, is a lot of those points haven't came in transition, and even though they are beating East Carolina 37-26, they haven't really been able to get out in transition, and that's one of East Carolina's main goals in this game, is to contain them.
Yes, it is, and they have been doing a great job. Very good defense, getting back. As when Northwestern is pushing the ball down the floor, and another reason is they haven't put Northwestern on the line too many times. And when they do, they have 2 players back in their backcourt just in case there's a miss on the free throw, and Northwestern tries to push the ball off a missed free throw. So that's a pretty heads-up coaching by Heather Macy to put 2 two players back there just in case they try to get in transition off a free throw miss.
There's been 4 lead changes. Northwestern, the 19th ranked team in the country, has led for nearly 12 minutes. East Carolina's led for a little over 4 minutes, but that's a good sign for East Carolina if you're leading one of the top 20 teams in the country for at least a portion of the first half, and you're in this game going into halftime.
Yeah, it's huge. And the only reason they're even down more is because Northwestern's putting some good defense on them down low. Jada Payne's really the only scoring threat for East Carolina at the moment. Got a couple players at 5 points. Itiana Taylor and Red Laramie both have 5 points. But as we said, Itiana Taylor's only 1 of 7. Red Laramie is 2 of 7, which isn't much better, but she's had a triple to go along with one of those field goals. So that's a good sign from her. If she can get going from deep, that may be able to cut the deficit as well.
Final stat sheet of the first half. Jada Payne, 14 points on 4 of 7 shooting from the field. She also has 7 points, went 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Atiana Taylor and Red Laramie each have 5 points. Alex Frazier has 2 points. That's all of the scores, just 4 for East Carolina so far, totaling their 26 points. For Northwestern, Lyon has 14 points, 6 of 10 shooting. She's hit a couple of big 3-pointers. Deary, their point guard, has 11 points, 5 of 9 shooting, 1 3-pointer made. Inman has 6 points, 3 of 8, 3 layups coming there for Inman. Jonas has 4, and one of the best players in the country, Nia Coffey, only has 2 points right now, 1 of 5 shooting.
Yeah, and that's huge for East Carolina. You know, that had to be part of the game plan, was to slow her down. She's averaging a double-double on the season, and she's almost gotten to that mark rebounding the basketball, but they have really made it hard for her to score, putting a lot of pressure on her, and she's only, as you said, 1 of 5 from the field with 2 points, and she hasn't gotten to the line either, so she's not getting too big a contact. She's not getting down low. She's not beating and banging with the bigs of East Carolina, and that's just good disciplined defense from ECU, trying to limit her to as little points as possible.
And Lyon and Payne, both the leading scorers in this game for each team respectively, 14 points of their own. Taylor and Coffey both have 8 points, or 8 rebounds to tie their team high and game high, and Lyon and Taylor also tie for assist at 2 apiece in the game. Coach Macy said if you want to be in the top 25, you have to beat the top 25. They're down 37-26 right now to the 19th ranked team in the country, Northwestern. We'll be back after a short break here on WZMB 91.3 with all of the action from the second half.
Okay, you guys gonna take a break?
Yeah, about 6 minutes.
All right, gotcha.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
All right, you can bring us back. Ms. Davis?
I'm here. I'm going to play the intro, then I'll bring you back. Okay,
can you play the 10-second?
Sure. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And back inside the Cedar Park Center for a second half action. East Carolina trailing Northwestern 37-26 East Carolina starts off now working left to right, shooting on their own hoop in front of the bench. As Devon Gray kicks back over to Jada Payne on the left wing. Payne passes down low to Taylor. Taylor finds the cutting Payne. Payne tries to go up between two defenders, gets the shot blocked by the two, and that'll fall out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pirates, though. 14 seconds still on the shot clock. It won't reset.
That was a good drive by Payne, cutting to the basket, and good find.
And the pass into Devon Gray at the top of the key. She launches up a three. That won't go, but it'll be a foul. And we'll see who they get. That'll get Coffee. That'll be Nia Coffey's third foul of the game with 9 minutes and 39 seconds to play in the third quarter.
That is huge for Northwestern to have her in foul trouble. That's already the third foul, and you're going to wonder how long they're going to keep her in there.
Lob pass over to Red Laramie at the top of the key. Now she'll dribble right and pass over to Devon Gray. East Carolina fresh shot clock now as they look to trim the lead here in the final game of the Lone Star Showcase. Laramie dribbles to her left, hands off to Toure. Toure on the left wing now, dribbles to the top of the key, swing pass over to Devon Gray. Devon Gray drives, pull up jump shot at the elbow. That won't go, hits the back of the rim. Now Atiana Taylor pulls down the rebound, swings it over to Laramie, and Laramie hits a three.
And that is a huge shot from Red Laramie, and a good offensive rebound again from Atiana Taylor, getting the Pirates good second chance opportunities all game.
37-29, 8 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. Lions driving against Payne, going right at her. A spin move and a left-handed lay-in off the glass. That's good.
That was a good move from Lyon. She's been really good tonight, laying it in with that left hand. This time she adds in the spin move. Good touch by her.
39-29, Northwestern back up by 10. Jada Payne on the left wing. And she'll try to pass down low to Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor, interior pass to Laramie, goes sailing by her. Inman comes away with the steal. Pass over to Coffey in transition. Coffey Euro step around Toure. Can't get the lane to go. Atiana Taylor back on the other end all by herself. Left-handed layup, and that's good for two.
And that was good by Atiana Taylor. It turned out to be a good situation with her trailing the play. They got the miss down there, and she was easily open for the layup with no one around her.
39-31, now East Carolina trailing to the number 19th ranked Wildcats. A three-pointer for Lions, up and in from NBA range.
And Lyon hits another three. She is very good three-point shooter. Last year she shot 41% from the three-point line, and that is her third of the game.
As East Carolina comes back the other way. And Devon Gray, mid-range jump shot, pulls up for it on the right side, and she hits it.
And this is exactly what East Carolina has to do. They have to shoot with Northwestern, keep up with their offense because they're going to score, and East Carolina's got to keep up with them in that way.
42-33, 7.5 minutes on the clock. Now Lyon comes around the screen. She'll catch the ball, drive to the hoop. Good defense there by Jada Payne, causes a miss, and Toure passes up to Atiana Taylor. Had a layup, but she let it sail over the rim. A little rush shot there. Now Coffey comes back the other way for Northwestern, kicks out to Lyon. Lyon's going to drive between two defenders and lay it in with her right hand.
And that's why Lyon's so dangerous. When she gets the ball past the three-point line, you think she's going to pull up. She pumps fakes, drives to the hoop, and gets that easy layup.
There's Devon Gray, a stutter step in. She pulls up for three. That's no good. Off to the left. And Northwestern comes back the other way. Inman controls it on the right wing. Now she'll dribble to the top of the key. Comes around the screen set. Two dribbles in. Pass back to Coffey. Coffey from three, and she hits it.
And that'll get her going. That is a huge three from the top of the key, way beyond NBA range. And that's a great shot, getting her on the board, her first three-point attempt of the game, and she makes it.
Be sure to join the Pirate Club, the fundraising arm of ECU Athletics. Your contributions provide our student athletes with scholarships and other necessary resources needed to compete at the highest level. We challenge you to be, live, and give undaunted. For more information, visit ecupirateclub.net.com. 47-33, East Carolina trailing against the number 19 at Northwestern Wildcats here. Coach Heather Macy calling a timeout after Northwestern just hit a couple of threes on their end.
Yeah, and it's hard to keep up with the three-point shot because East Carolina just does not. They do shoot the three-point well. They've got a couple shooters that can shoot with Lyon and Deary from the three-point line, but not consistently. Red Laramie has hit two this game, and those are big for ECU, but as a team, they're shooting 3 of 9 from the three-point line, which is okay, and just they need to work on getting good shots still. Try not to just shoot threes to keep up with Northwestern. You have to get quality looks at the basket, and you're not gonna be able to keep up with them if you're taking wild threes trying to keep up with them.
Earlier today, the East Carolina Pirates football team season came to an end against the Cincinnati Bearcats on senior night in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium on a last-second field goal in the hands of the Bearcats. 19-16 was the final score. East Carolina will not become bowl eligible, and they'll finish off the season 5-7. As both teams still in the huddle here inside the Cedar Park Center. Coach Heather Macy directing her team, trying to get them to come back. Northwestern's ahead 47-33 as East Carolina in the all-gold uniforms, white numerals, purple letters across the chest. Northwestern in the all-purple uniforms and white numerals. Out of the timeout, East Carolina will start off. They have Frazier, Laramie, Gray, Payne, and Taylor on the floor. Frazier controls the ball, passes to Devon Gray on the left wing, back to Frazier. Frazier over to the right to Laramie. Laramie overhead pass to Devon Gray on the left wing, now back to the top of the key. Frazier kicks inside to Payne. Payne interior pass down low to Taylor. Taylor pump fakes up and under the defender, lays it in for two.
And that's great ball movement from East Carolina, and a good feed to Itiana Taylor. She makes that shot for 2 points. Good job.
Cuts the lead to 47-35 now. Pass down low to Coffey, working against Taylor. Coffey pulls up mid-range jump shot, and that's pure.
And it looks like she's starting to get going. She just hit a three, and she hit that mid-range jump shot. Itiana Taylor looked like she was expecting her to drive, did not get a hand in the face, and that's 2 points for Coffey.
Coffey has 7 on the night. She also has 9 rebounds for Northwestern. Pass inside now on the other side to Payne. Payne misses the jump shot. Ball's being tipped around. Now Payne dives on the floor to go after it. Couple of Northwestern defenders jump on her to get that jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Wildcats.
Yes, it does, and that's great hustle from Jada Payne. She showed great hustle this entire game, running after loose balls. Just overall pursuit of the ball has been great from Jada Payne.
And back the other way come the Wildcats. Deary on the right wing swings it to the corner to Lyon. Lyon's three's up off the edge of the rim. Jada Payne goes high up for that rebound. East Carolina's going to come back the other way. 49-35. They're trailing. 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Frazier drives. Now she'll kick off to Laramie in the corner. Back to Frazier at the top of the key. 18, now 15 on the shot clock. Frazier dribbles to her left. Gets a message from Coach Heather Macy. As Frazier comes back, one-handed bounce pass over to Taylor on the right elbow. Taylor goes around the defender. That spin move she likes to use, and it works as she gets the layup.
Yeah, and she got a little roll from the rim. Coffey in transition misses. Red Laramie with the rebound. They're going to slow it back down a little bit.
Northwestern still trying to get out on the fast break. They only have 2 points so far in this game. East Carolina doing a good job containing the transition offense of the Wildcats. East Carolina now has the ball back on their side of the court. A screen set. Frazier pulls up for 3 off the back iron. No good. Laramie's there for a rebound, and she'll kick back out to Devon Gray. Devon Gray thinks about the 3. Now she'll dribble around the defender off the backboard. No good on that shot, but it's last tipped off of East Carolina. It'll be with Northwestern right after this quick break. East Carolina trailing the Wildcats 49-37 in the finale of the Lone Star Showcase. We'll be back with all of your action here on WZMB 91.3.
All right, how much time you need?
A minute and a half, please.
Yeah, Jada's got her double-double.
Signs of a stroke, then pass it on, because you never know who might save you.
Your wife, your colleague, teammate, mother.
Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
How much time was that?
You're tuned in to another edition of East Carolina Women's Basketball, led by head coach Heather Macy, right here on WCMP 91.3 FM, Greenville. Kick back and enjoy the game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
East Carolina hanging on right now, staying in this ballgame against the number 19th ranked Northwestern. They're doing a good job of that. They're trailing though right now, 49-37, 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. As both teams come back out, East Carolina is going to need to get a couple of turnovers here if they want to cut the deficit down.
And yeah, they've already had more shot attempts in this half than Northwestern. Northwestern has just executed on more of them. They're 5 of 9 shooting, Northwestern is. East Carolina's 5 of 13 so far in the half.
Northwestern gets the ball first out of the immediate timeout. Last tip by East Carolina, so they will recover. Deary brings the ball across the half-court line. Now she'll kick into Inman. Inman passes back out to Lyon. Lyon drives. Now step-back jumper off the rim. No good. Coffey and Frazier fighting for the rebound. Coffey wins the battle, but her second chance point won't go. Last tipped out of bounds by Jonas of Northwestern, so East Carolina will get the possession back.
And they're muscling up with Nia Coffey down low, and they have to. Very, very good player from Northwestern, making it tough for her to get any sort of basket down low.
And they come back the other way. Shooter Ross on the left wing now, looking inside. Nothing there. Goes to the top, passes to her right to Payne. Payne guarded by Deary. Now she'll kick inside to Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor tries to drive. Kick back to Laramie. Laramie for three, off to the left. Taylor there fighting for the rebound. She's going to recover it, go right up, lay it in, and get the foul.
Atiana Taylor is fired up after that play, and rightfully so. That is a great offensive rebound. That has really been the story of the second chance opportunities for East Carolina. Atiana Taylor and Jada Payne getting offensive rebounds, and Atiana Taylor gets that putback to go, and that gives her a double-double, and she will have to go to the line to shoot a free throw here.
And that free throw is up and in for Atiana Taylor. She's now 4 or 5 from the line today. East Carolina trailing only by 9, 49-40. 3 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. The number 19th ranked team brings the ball back across the half-court line. Deary on the left wing, now back to the top of the key, now back to Deary. Deary guarded by Payne between the legs, now a crossover move, trying to drive a pump fake there, a turnaround jump shot, and she hit it.
And she is just so nifty down low. Jada Payne was all over her, and somehow Deary gets that shot to go. Just a great play.
51-40 now. East Carolina trailing by 11. Jada Payne now passes to the left to Red Laramie. Back to Jada Payne, top of the key. Back inside to Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor is going to drive against the defender, go high off the glass. That shirt won't go, and she'll put it back up. Jada Payne pulled down that rebound, went right back up with it, and laid it in for two.
And another offensive rebound from East Carolina. They're now winning that battle 11-8, and they have 14 second chance points to Northwestern 7.
51-42. Northwestern brought the ball back across the half-court line. Deary was putting moves on Frazier. That'll be Frazier's second foul of the game, maybe her third, as East Carolina only has one foul right now, and that is her third. Deary cuts between the two defenders, lobs it over to Coffey. Coffey off the glass with her left hand, and she lays it in.
That's another disadvantage of the trap. They were trapping on Deary, and Coffey got a free cut to the rim for an easy two-point basket.
53-42 now. East Carolina trailing, working left to right in the Cedar Park Center. Game 3 of the Lone Star Showcase. East Carolina backdoor pass to Laramie. Laramie in the short corner. Shot won't go. Atiana Taylor there for an offensive rebound. Throws the shot back up. Off the glass. No good there. And a foul is called off the rebound. Coffey pulled it down. Laramie and Atiana Taylor were there. And they're going to get Red Laramie with that one. That's her second of the game.
And another offensive rebound from East Carolina's bigs. Atiana Taylor and Jada Payne really getting down low to get those offensive rebounds. They couldn't get the putback to go this time, and that puts another foul on East Carolina's side, only the second of the quarter. It looks like the officials are actually going to the video monitor to check out a replay, or they're just discussing what happened with Joe McEwen.
The ECU men's basketball team returns to home action Tuesday, December 1st at 7 p.m. versus Florida Atlantic. Look to ECU Athletics social media on Cyber Monday for a special ticket offer for this game, or fans can redeem their football ticket stub for $5 admission. Be undaunted in your support, purchasing your single or season game basketball tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com or by calling 800-DIAL-ECU. Referees still over at the scores table. Head official of the game, Doug Williams, along with Christian Jones, taking a look at that as East Carolina trailing the number 19th ranked Northwestern 53-42. What led them over there, Coffee pulled down a rebound, and IT and Red Laramie were right by her. Coffee trying to get them off of her, pivoted a couple times, and they tagged Laramie with a foul. As the referees take a look at it, they must be looking if there's any flagrant fouls on the court. They can't pick up a foul call as they call both head coaches over. Joe McEwen for Northwestern and Heather Macy for East Carolina getting an explanation here. 2.5 minutes though left in this third quarter as Coach Heather Macy walks back to her team. We'll see what the call is. No official ruling. The coaches know, but we'll see if we can find out. Northwestern will have the ball. That foul stays on Laramie, her second, and East Carolina stays with 2 fouls, so nothing coming out of it as Deary brings the ball across the half-court line. Frazier is putting pressure on there, but they're going to call a foul on Frazier. Playing a little bit too tight in there. May have had 2 hands on. You're only allowed to have 1 now due to the new NCAA women's basketball rules. Frazier will take a seat. Starting point guard, Khadijah Toure checks back into the game for the Pirates. Northwestern working the ball back the other way now. Deary kicks over the line in the corner. Cross-court pass to Inman. Inman swings it to the corner to Coffee, and Coffee drains the 3.
And that's just another disadvantage to the trap defense, leaving 2 Northwestern Wildcats wide open as Deary stealing it. Toure catching her down the floor, and Deary finishes at the rim. A steal and putback from Deary, and that's going to be a 16-point lead for the Northwestern Wildcats.
58-42, a minute and 55 on the clock. Now Holston back into the game. She'll pass over to the left to Shooterosh. Shooterosh now passes to Payne. Payne passes inside to Taylor. Taylor tries to drive by the defender there. It was Maya Jones. They're going to get her with a foul. That'll be her 3rd of the game. So only real foul trouble in this game for Northwestern is Nia Coffey. She has 3 fouls, and now Maya Jonas has 3. East Carolina. Frazier has 4. She'll stay on the bench for now as Laramie and Gray check back into the game. Gray now with the ball on the left wing. Bounce pass over to Jada Payne in the far corner. Payne pulls it back out to the 3-point line, swings it back to Devon Gray. Devon Gray, 1 dribble, steps into a 3, and she's got it.
And that was a great shot from Devon Gray. Really what you need on this ECU offense, trying to make a comeback here on Northwestern Wildcats, and that's a good start from Devon Gray.
Deary passes to the left to Lyon. Lyon gets a screen from Coffey. Coffey rolls, gets the pass, lobs right over. Can't get the shots to go. Atiana Taylor's there to defend it, and that'll be a foul on IT. That's her 1st of the game. East Carolina's 4th of the quarter.
And that was a good decision by Itiana Taylor, only knowing she has 0 fouls, not letting Coffey get the easy basket at the rim as she misses her first free throw.
Coffey has 12 points. That's her first free throw attempt of the day. She missed that one. She'll have 1 more here, and it's up and in. Coffey hasn't shot too well from the free throw line, just under 60% on the year, 1 of 2 there. As Northwestern leads 59-45. Devon Gray, another 3-point attempt on the right wing, and she hits it.
And that is 2 threes in a row from Devon Gray, and that is exactly what you need. Great job getting this East Carolina offense going.
Deary comes back the other way, nearly loses the ball, trying to dribble between her legs. Now she'll pass cross court to Lyon. Lyon driving the baseline, and a foul will be called on the floor. That'll be on Fani Shooterosh, and that's her first foul of the game. East Carolina's 5th of the quarter, so that'll put Lyon at the line. And Lyon is leading all scorers in this game right now. She has 21 points on 9 of 16 shooting. 0 for 2 from the line, though.
Yeah, and she's put back-to-back 20-plus point performances in this tournament as she makes her first free throw here.
As Coffey takes a seat for Northwestern, Amber Jamieson checks back into the game. Jamieson's been subbing in and out for her. She hasn't scored yet, but she'll be back in the game as Lyon hits her second free throw. That'll extend the lead to 61-48 now. 45 seconds left in this third quarter. As Jada Payne brings the ball across the half-court line, gets a screen set from IT. Now she'll hand it off to the weaving Shooterosh. Shooterosh fakes a pass, and they're going to get her with a travel. She may have dragged her foot.
It looked like she did. Shooterosh was looking to get the pass off. She just kept moving, and you cannot do that, as we find out.
As now Northwestern brings the ball back across the court. They're in a zone defense. Inman's just going to drive right down the middle of it. Can't get the layup to go. Second chance won't go either. So now the shot clock's turned off. East Carolina has a chance to take the last shot of the quarter. Jada Payne controls it. Passes to the left to Laramie. She'll cut across. Pass over to Shooterosh now. On top of the key. Now to Devon Gray. Devon Gray lobs it over the top of Deary, finding Laramie. Laramie against the taller defender, right over Jamieson, and for two.
And that was a great find to Laramie here. Half-court heave is way off, misses everything. And East Carolina does a great job of holding the ball, getting the final possession of the quarter, and cuts this lead back down to 11.
The score at the end of the third quarter, 61-50. We'll be back with all the fourth quarter action and comments from the head coach of East Carolina, Coach Heather Macy, following the conclusion of this game. You're listening to East Carolina Lady Pirates basketball on WZMB 91.3. A minute and a half, please.
Gotcha.
Thank you. How much time?
15. 10.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And back inside the Cedar Park Center, East Carolina trailing 61-50 right now to the number 19th ranked team in the country, Northwestern. East Carolina will have the ball first to start the fourth quarter. Jada Payne will inbound in front of us at the scorer's table as the pass in to Devon Gray. It comes in. East Carolina looking to trim this margin here. Devon Gray passes to the left to Shooterosh. Shooterosh, alley-oop pass to Jada Payne on the back door, and Jada Payne's got it.
And that is good momentum for this East Carolina team. A great lob from Shooterosh to find the soaring Jada Payne to put it in for the lay-in.
61-52, East Carolina trailing now. Lyon with the ball on the left wing, dribbling around the defender. She'll cut to the hoop, float away, jump shot, bounces twice off the rim, but it rolls off. Jada Payne's there for a rebound. That's her 12th of the game. She'll come back down to the other side of the floor. Lob pass backdoor to Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor shots up, no good there. Fighting for the rebound. She pulls it back down, puts it back up for two.
And offensive rebounding for Atiana Taylor has been huge in this game. East Carolina still leading the margin in second chance opportunities, and these have been huge for the Pirate offense.
61-54, 9 minutes left in this game. Deary at the top of the key gets a screen. She'll drive down the floor, tries to pass out to Inman, but a travel violation on Deary before she let the ball go. East Carolina will get the ball back, trailing by 7.
Looked like she was going in the lane trying to draw a foul there, but just took too many steps before she did that. And Jada Payne's bringing up the floor now, giving it to Chudarosh.
Chudarosh on the left wing, passes to the right to Devon Gray. Devon Gray's lob pass over to Red Laramie. Laramie lays it in for 2.
And they just exploited a huge mismatch. There is no reason for Deary to be on Marina Laramie there. Great heads-up play to get the ball to Laramie on that mismatch for the easy layup.
Joe McEwen is forced to take a timeout here in the 4th quarter. Right out of the bat, East Carolina coming out and scoring the first 6 points of the quarter, a 6-0 run to start the half. After the timeout was called, the starting 5 for East Carolina was met by the bench. They're getting fired up. Coach Heather Macy and her assistants meet to make a game plan. They're trailing by 5 now, 61-56. 8 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock right now in the 4th quarter.
And for all the latest up-to-the-minute information on your favorite teams, be sure to follow or like ECU Athletics through our social media accounts. Look for us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram.
Coach Heather Macy told her team if they want to be in the top 25, they have to beat top 25 teams. And right now they're hanging with Northwestern, who's ranked number 19.
Yes, they are, and they are doing a much better job of shooting the basketball here in the second half. A big majority of that coming from this just a minute in the 4th quarter. Just good heads-up plays by East Carolina to get easy baskets, exploiting mismatches on this Northwestern defense, and they really just need to hold Northwestern on the offensive side. Try to make life hard for them. Try to just get them to drive in the paint where they haven't had too much success tonight.
East Carolina's offense setting a lot of screens, so those mismatches are coming into play. We saw there Laramie, a post player, listed at 6'2", was guarded by Deary. Deary's only 5'4" after that screen play. An easy lob pass to her. The one before that was Atiana Taylor. East Carolina really moving the ball around. We've seen them be beat by screens in this tournament. Now they're using them to their advantage.
Yes, they are, and that's a very good and smart adjustment from the head coaches and players of East Carolina to try to take advantage of that, because this is not a small Northwestern team at all. They actually match up with East Carolina very well size-wise. They're both big teams. The only mismatch really is Ashley Deary, who is only sitting at 5'4".
East Carolina going to start off in a press. That's a 1-2-1-1 press. Deary's going to dribble right out of it, cutting between the defenders. Fine Lyon and fast break. Lions layup won't go, but a late foul called. We'll see who they tag on that. That's going to be on Laramie. That's her 3rd of the game. A late whistle there as she drove, got the pass from Deary, trying to lay it in. As Lyon will now go to the free throw line. Her 3rd time at the line today. Her first free throw attempt is up and in. That makes the lead 62-56. All of the starters are in for Northwestern. Deary, Coffey, Inman, Lyon, and Johnson. Lyon's 2nd free throw is up, rattles out of the rim. Laramie pulls down a rebound. East Carolina now trailing just by 6, and they have the ball. Devon Gray brings it across the half-court line, passes left to Payne. Payne gets a screen from Laramie, trying to get that switch, but instead Payne's going to pull up for 2, and she's got it.
That's a beautiful shot from Jada Payne. You haven't seen her work with the mid-range jumper too much so far this game, but that is a big shot from Jada Payne, 20th point of the game.
Now Lyon on the right wing. She's going to try to drive against Laramie. Now she'll cut back to the right, kick out to the corner. She'll find Johnson there. Johnson passes back out to Inman. Inman at the top of the key, 15 on the clock. Pass over to Coffey. Coffey trying to clear out the lane, and Johnson was cutting across the lane. And a foul on Fani Chudarosh. A little hold foul there. That's Chudarosh's 3rd foul. East Carolina's 2nd of the quarter. Trying to cover up some help defense there as Deary checks in the ball just on the baseline. Right to Coffey. Coffey pump fake. She'll drive now. Lay it in off the glass, but it rolls off of the backboard. Who was it last touched by? They're going to say it was East Carolina. Coffey's layup wouldn't go. Trying to fight for the rebound. Last touched by East Carolina, so Northwestern will have a new shot clock. Deary checks the ball in over top to Lyon. Lyon at the top of the key now. A pump fake there. She's going to cut between two defenders and lay it in with her left hand.
And she just beat Shuteros on that ball fake. She looked like she was going up with it for three and then just drove right past Shuteros and finished in traffic. Beautiful finish from Lyon.
64-58 now. East Carolina trailing. Jada Payne's going to drive, kick over to Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor kicks out to Devon Gray. Devon Gray mid-range jump shot, and she hits it.
And Devon Gray has been scorching hot so far in the second half, and she marks the 4th player that is in double figure scoring for the Pirates.
Deary drives. Now she'll kick out to Inman in the corner. Inman drives now over Laramie. That shot won't fall. East Carolina gets the ball down 4 with 7 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock against the number 19th ranked team in the country. Bounce pass into Atiana Taylor. She's going to go to work. Up and under, reverse layup with her left hand. That's good for 2.
And Atiana Taylor is got her most points of the year. That is her 18th point. That is just a great job. A great performance by her.
Coffee now back the other way. A spin move around Taylor. That lane won't go. Rolled off the front of the rim. Outlet pass to Jada Payne. Jada now guarded by Coffee. And they'll slow it down. 6 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. Down by 2. Shuteros now on the left wing. Passes inside to Taylor. Taylor pull up jump shot from the wing. That shot off the side of the back there. Deary pulls down the rebound. Now she's going to drive against Gray. A Euro step there. That lane won't go, but a foul will be called.
And Ashley Deary had numbers on that one. She was driving in transition, tried to finish, and Devon Gray just gave her a little tap on the hand, and she'll be on the line for 2 shots.
Earlier in the game, Ashley Deary missed 2 free throws. She hasn't returned to the line since then as the first free throw is up. Bounces off the side of the rim. No good there. And coming out of the game is Johnson, and back into the game for Joe McEwen is Amber Jamison. And that shot, the second free throw attempt, is up, and that'll fall through the net for Northwestern. 65-62 now, 6 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Jada Payne gets the handoff. She'll swing it over to Devon Gray. Devon Gray almost loses it. Now she'll try to recover, pass off. That pass is stolen by Lyon and Devon Gray in the front court. The layup won't go. Devon Gray blocks the shot, and that's two shots right in a row. Devon Gray stopped the lay-in from going in and then deflected the second one. East Carolina catches the break.
Yes, they did. Devon Gray with great defense there. Lyon anticipated that passing lane really well, got the fast break, and Devon Gray just gets the block shot on the rebound from Lyon's miss.
East Carolina on a 12-4 run right now to start the 4th quarter. 5 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Jada Payne off the pass. She turns around and pull up jump shot, and she hits it. East Carolina trailing now just by 1.
And Jada Payne, just another fabulous performance, another 20-point effort, 22 points on the night.
Deary now passes over to Coffee. Coffee hands it off to Inman, weaving around the defense. Now a lob pass over to Coffee. Devon Gray comes away with it, and a foul on Coffee. That's her 4th.
And that is huge for Northwestern. Coffee notched her 3rd foul early on in the 3rd quarter, so she's been playing very disciplined basketball, but this is her 4th foul, and you're going to wonder if they're going to keep her in there.
ECU's playing an 8-man rotation tonight like they've done in the start of the season. And looking over at their bench, they have an electric feeling. Northwestern's bench looks a little saddened right now. They're trying to clap on their team to victory, but East Carolina's on a 14-4 run right now. Frazier on the right wing, pass down low to Payne, and a foul is going to be called on Jonas of Northwestern. That's Jonas's 4th foul as well. One of the bigger post players. Jada Payne trying to get the ball down low. That's 2 fouls on Northwestern in this quarter. Now Frazier taking the ball out on the right baseline. She's going to lob it in to Jada Payne. Payne recovers, pass over to Atiana Taylor on the right elbow. Taylor's going to drive now, lose her footing, and a traveling violation, trying to pivot around, couldn't find anybody to pass to.
Yeah, and she was definitely looking for someone to give the ball to. She was looking for Frazier, but just miscommunication on that. That'll be a turnover for East Carolina, and that is their 18th turnover of the game. Northwestern only has 7.
As Northwestern brings the ball back across the half-court line, Inman at the top of the key, and passes left to Jonas. Jonas now passes to Coffee, stolen away by Atiana Taylor. Coffee and Taylor front court. Taylor behind the back and lays it in off the glass.
Atiana Taylor, that is a beautiful move to behind the back, totally fooled Coffee, and she was pumped up after that.
East Carolina now leading by 1. Deary drives back the other way for Northwestern. A blocking foul on Atiana Taylor, but East Carolina has the lead back for the first time since the first half, starting off the fourth quarter on a 16-4 run at the media timeout. It's 66-65. We'll be back with all of this fourth quarter action here on WZMB 91.3.
91.3 FM Greenville, your source for East Carolina University's women's basketball team broadcast.
Yes.
They're shooting.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left. You are not going to. Then what you're going to do is turn to Marcy and Brad just broke up and go past the apparently she's happy.
I think they're going to take a media timeout.
I think she's happy, but be right?
I keep talking out.
It's concentrate on two things at once.
Okay.
Like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Holiday drive for the Teddy Bear Advocacy Center. You can donate markers, crayons, coloring books, and other art supplies for children who are currently in counseling for abuse. Drop-off boxes will be located at the SGA offices in Mendenhall and at Downey Theater Centers from November 30th to December 9th.
Out of the rim, they're going to pull down an offensive rebound. Northwestern recovers, and they'll have the ball back in this tie game.
That is a huge offensive rebound from Jonas there. Lyon goes up with a 3, and it's no good. Atiana Taylor with the rebound.
And Frazier's going to get the outlet pass, pull it back the other way in this tie ball game. 5 lead changes so far. We'll have at least one more in this exciting game in the finale of the Lone Star Showcase. East Carolina swinging the ball around on the three-point line. Now Gray at the top of the key finds a Payne cutting through the lane. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pass over to Laramie. Laramie's going to drive baseline, go right into the defender, and lays it in with her left hand.
Beautiful drive from Red Laramie there. You wouldn't expect her to just drive on you like that. You would expect her to pull up from 3, and she fools you and drives in the lane and finishes at the rim with that layup.
68-66, 3 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. Deary pulls up for 3, and that's off the back of the iron. No good there. Ball's tipped around. Frazier pulls it down, and she'll kick out to Devon Gray. Now back to the point guard. Northwestern's 0 of 6 and their last 6 field goals. East Carolina's 3 of 3. And the backdoor pass to Payne's tipped away. Payne recovers it, though. Still 18 seconds on the shot clock. That won't get reset. Now Taylor working against Coffey. Can't really play defense with fouls, but she draws one anyway. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. We'll see who they get that on. A help defender coming over there. And we'll see who they get that on. And that will be on Maya Jonas. That'll be her 5th foul. Either way, both defenders there had 4, and that'll be Jonas's 5th. She's one of their starters, a 6'2" guard. She plays versatile, though. She's been playing down low. She finishes the night with 4 points and 4 rebounds. East Carolina at the line now. Atiana Taylor up by 2. We'll see what Atiana Taylor can do at the line. She's 4 or 5 so far from the day, having a monster day. 20 points and 13 rebounds. Playing in front of her hometown family, she's got to be excited out there.
Yeah, she does. And that last play, that last basket she made where she crossed Coffey up, that had to be a little hometown treat for her fans there.
And the first free throw is up. Rose in the net. Bounced twice off the rim, but that fell through. 69-66. She'll have one more at the line. As her ritual routine, couple dribbles, a ball spin, and it's up in the air. And that'll be pure. 70-66. East Carolina leading the number 19th ranked team in the country. Coffey has the ball, passes over to Deary on the right wing. Now back to Coffey. Coffey's going to drive now against Atiana Taylor. A jump step there, pulls up for the layup. That won't go. Pulling down the rebound was Coffey. Got her own rebound and laid it right back in.
Yeah, that's good. Good play by Coffey there. Missed her first shot. Had a good look at the rim, just rushed it a little bit, got her own rebound and put it back.
70-68, 2 minutes. That ball stolen away by Deary. Deary working against Frazier. That lay-in flirted through the air and counts for 2. That makes it a tie game.
And East Carolina's got to slow it down a little bit here. Just make sure not to commit any turnovers. After losing the turnover margin, you don't want to commit any more.
Devon Gray has the ball. She's guarded by Deary now. Trying to pass around here. That'll be a foul on Deary. Her 3rd of the game. Northwestern has 4 now.
Looks like Deary is looking like she's talking to the officials about that one, like she doesn't agree with the call.
As both teams now one foul away from double bonus. A tie game here. East Carolina hanging with the top 25 team. Jada Payne passes it in, and that's stolen away. Almost at a 5-second violation. Now Darius has the hand off to Inman, and Inman lays it in with her left hand. Northwestern back in the driver's seat now, 72-70. East Carolina has the ball. Coach Macy says, dribble over to me. Let's get a quick message, and she does. Now she'll pass over to Frazier. Frazier dribbling to her right. As 17 on the clock. Now she'll pass down low to Atiana Taylor. Taylor goes right by Coffey. Can't get the lay-in to go, but she gets fouled again, and she'll shoot 2.
Atiana Taylor has done a marvelous job getting to the line so far this game. She's 6 of 7 from the line, and she's going to get 2 more here, try to make it 8 makes in 9 attempts on the line.
Northwestern battling here. Both teams 3 of 3 on their last 3 field goals. And Northwestern's on a 6-0 run in the last minute. Taylor's free throw rolls out. Won't fall there. East Carolina still trailing by 2. Taylor will have 1 more free throw here. As a couple dribbles, a spin of the ball. That free throw is up in the air, and it's in. Cuts the lead to 1 now, 72-71. 2 minutes on the clock. East Carolina in a man-to-man defense. As Gray guards Deary now. As Deary will pass off to Coffey. Coffey now pulling up for a jump shot on the edge of the rim. No good there. Rebound fighting for Frazier. Pulls it down now for East Carolina. Gets it to Atiana Taylor. Taylor and Coffey in transition. Right into Coffey. A no call there. Taylor pulls down a row rebound. Twice. Can't get both shots to go. A foul will be called on the ground. That'll be against Inman. That'll be her first of the game.
And Atiana Taylor on the boards has been outstanding this game. 14 rebounds in total, and a lot of those have been offensive rebounds. She's had 6 offensive rebounds, which is huge.
And she'll go back to the free throw line. 2 attempts here. Northwestern in double bonus. 2 more big free throws for the hometown Pflugersville native. First free throw is up, bounces high off the rim and drops straight through the net. A sigh of relief from Atiana Taylor as Alexandra Frazier checks out. Fani Shooter-Rush checks back into the game for East Carolina. Taylor's going to go back to the free throw line, trying to take the lead back in a tie ball game with 1 minute and 51 seconds on the clock. Taylor's free throw is up and in. East Carolina reclaims the lead now. 7 lead changes in this game. 73-72, East Carolina leads. Back into the game now for Joe McEwen is their starting forward, Christian Johnson. East Carolina going to be in a little bit of a man-to-man press here. Devon Gray hanging at the half-court line, waiting for the point guard to cross the line. And Deary's going to try to pass off to her right. Couldn't find anything there. She'll pass to her left to Inman. Now Coffey on Taylor. Coffey's going to drive, pull up mid-range jump shot, and that's pure.
And Coffey just a great shooter. Nothing really you can do about that. That was very good defense from Itiana Taylor. Coffey is just a really good player and made that shot.
Now another lead change. Northwestern up 74-73. Coach Heather Macy wants to talk it over. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Now East Carolina's going to come to their huddle, trailing to the number 19th team in the country, Northwestern. 1:22 on the clock. And Atiana Taylor is being a huge factor in this game for East Carolina.
Yeah, by far her best game of this young season. She did not get off to a very good start. She was only 1 of 7 from the field early in this game, and now she has turned that around to be 8 of 21. Still not a very good percentage, but she has gotten to the line a lot tonight. Made 9 free throws, and East Carolina has shot 18 free throws and made 16. That's good for 89%.
East Carolina will have the ball now out of the timeout to the right side underneath their own basket on the baseline. Alexandra Frazier checks back in. The true freshman will take out the ball. And a couple of screens set in the middle of the floor. Alexandra Frazier gets it into Taylor. Taylor going up against Coffey. Turnaround jump shot in the post. She's got it.
And Itiana Taylor loves that spin move down low. She executes it perfectly there and gets a great shot. And now the East Carolina Pirates have the lead by 1.
75-74, just a minute on the clock now. East Carolina still in the man-to-man defense. Deary's going to drive a spin move there, pull up in the middle of the lane, kick out to the wing, and the three-point attempt up. No good there from Jamison. East Carolina has the ball now, under a minute with the lead. Frazier.
You want the ball in Jada Payne's hands right now, because if they start fouling, she is a great free throw shooter. Just get it in her hands.
Now Jada Payne, top of the key, passes left to Red Laramie. Going to get a screen there, pass inside to Atiana Taylor. Atiana Taylor's going to go right at Coffey, get it blocked from behind. Jada Payne recovers, kicks back out to Frazier. 5 on the shot clock. See if they see it, and they do. Jada Payne trying to hurl up a shot, shows through a deep three-point attempt off the front of the rim. Almost went in the last second attempt. Now 23 seconds on the clock. East Carolina leading by 1 over the 19th ranked Northwestern. There's been 9 lead changes in this game, and there's going to be a timeout called by Joe McEwen with 14 seconds on the clock. East Carolina has 1 timeout. Northwestern now only has 1 more timeout. East Carolina is leading the number 19th ranked team in the country, 75-74. And a huge game for East Carolina. Coach Heather Macy said if they want to be in the top 25, they want to be considered one of the top teams in the country, they have to beat them.
Yes, they do, and that was her message to the team. And early this season, her expectations for this team were extremely high, hoping this team could eventually get to the Sweet 16, and a great game here against Northwestern. And if they pull out the win, that is just huge for this program and this team for the season.
You have to imagine here the ball is going to be in the hands of either their point guard, Ashley Deary, or their forward, Nia Coffey, 2 of their best players. They're combining tonight 19 and 17 points apiece, and we'll see what they can do.
Yes, we will. East Carolina's got to play very disciplined defense here. Try to get a defensive stop, or even if you foul them, put them on the line, and you'll get a final possession to try to tie the game up. But you really just want to get a defensive stop altogether here and just put the game away.
Coming out of the huddle, it'll be Frazier, Gray, Payne, Laramie, and Taylor for East Carolina. For the Northwestern Wildcats, it'll be Deary, Coffey, Inman, Lyon, and Jamison. They're going to take the ball out on the left wing at the hash mark. Double checking with the coaches here. East Carolina looks to be in a man-to-man defense. 14-7 on the clock right now. Possession arrow favors Northwestern. They check it in to Coffey. Back to Inman now. Inman's going to drive, pull up, jump shot off the rim. No, it's going to roll in. And East Carolina's now going to call their final timeout. What a shot by Inman. She has 8 points now on the night. Make that 10, including that basket. That gives Northwestern the lead right back, 76-75.
Yes, it does, and that is the unlikely hero from the Northwestern Wildcats. You were just saying that you expect the ball to be in the hands of one of Northwestern's top scorers, but Inman just she's a top scorer for them, but she has not been there this game. That is only her 10th point. She's not had a great shooting night. Just surprising to see her go up with the floater, and she got a friendly roll on that one. Just a good shot.
East Carolina trailing now. Coach Heather Mason getting her game plan to the players now. What do you expect from East Carolina with 10 seconds on the clock?
I expect them to try to get down low, have the ball in Jada Payne's hands. That is what I expect, or feed the hot hand, Itiana Taylor, who has had 27 points tonight, or just try to put her on the line. But I would go with Jada Payne in this situation.
Northwestern can't foul. They have 5 fouls, so a foul will put East Carolina on the line for 2. East Carolina is going to stay with the same group. True freshman Alex Frazier at point guard, Devon Gray, Jada Payne, Atiana Taylor, and Red Laramie. An exciting finish in the finale of the Lonestar Showcase. Cedar Park, Texas. East Carolina battling here out with the number 19th ranked team in the country. Frazier will check the ball in right in front of her bench at the scorer's table. East Carolina going to run an out-of-bounds play here to get the ball in. Devon Gray, Jada Payne cut across the court, right into Atiana Taylor, underneath the hoop, up, off the rim, no good there, falling away from the hoop. She can't get the shot to go, but she's going to go to the free throw line with 6 seconds on the clock.
And just a freak this game on the offensive boards. She has been insane, just getting second chance opportunities, and she's gonna walk a little bit. They're wiping off a spot on the floor that seems to be wet.
Tiana Taylor back almost on the other side of the court right now. She's taking a couple big breathers. Big free throws coming for the hometown Pflugersville native. East Carolina trailing 76-75. 6 seconds on the clock. There's been 10 lead changes in this game. As Taylor gets the ball for her first free throw. Same ritual every time. Couple dribbles. Spin of the ball. First free throw is up. Rolls out. Off the rim. No good there. 6 seconds on the clock. Down by 1. She has one more free throw. You can hear this crowd starting to get loud behind us. Northwestern fans in attendance. Taylor's free throw is up. Off to the rim. No good there. Rebound pulled down by Inman. Taylor misses both free throws. She'll foul Inman there. Just 5 seconds on the clock. Now Inman goes to the line with Northwestern up by 1. East Carolina going to regroup in the backcourt as they come across the half-court line. Now they're going to line up. Inman hasn't shot a free throw today. She made that big basket to put that Northwestern up just minutes ago. And on the year, she's 6 of 8 from the line, 75%.
And that's pretty good. Free throws up, and she makes the first one.
East Carolina has 5 seconds on the clock, no timeouts. Northwestern has no fouls to give as the second free throw is up in the air, and that'll go in. East Carolina has to get a 3 to tie. They're going to pass it into Devon Gray, who's coming around the wing. She's going to get trapped in the corner, launch up a long 3 from half court. No good there. Taylor pulls down the rebound. Shot won't go. So close to victory, so close to breaking through that glass ceiling. A valiant effort from East Carolina. They will fall, though, in the final game of the tournament, 78-75 over the 19th ranked team in the country. And what an outing for Coach Heather Macy.
Yes, it is, and that was just an exceptional game. Had to battle back multiple times. East Carolina just did not finish very well shooting the ball. Field goals were only good for 1 of their last 6.
As Coach Heather Macy will walk over to us following the 3-point loss over Northwestern, as we welcome in the head coach. Coach, a close ending there, but you have to be happy with the effort your team showed tonight.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. We're not doing that anymore at East Carolina. This is not about moral victories, and that's not about competing with top 25 programs. If you want to be a top 25 program, then you're going to have to beat one. So, not to be too direct, but just so we're clear and all of our fans are clear what my expectation is and why we work at the level in which we work.
And working at that level, what did you learn from your team tonight playing against a top team?
We play with anybody in the country. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And I've said that from the beginning, that this is the group. And this group has got to keep believing that.
Tiana Taylor really had an explosion in her final game in front of her parents tonight. 27 points and 17 rebounds. She had a big night.
Yeah, she did. I mean, I'm glad we got to bring IT down so she could be around her family and get to spend some time with them. We had a lot of parents of our kids here at the game, and we just appreciate all of their support. But again, IT and Jada with double-doubles and just absolutely carried us, and they're both 2 incredibly amazing players, and just real proud of them for that.
And now you go to Auburn next, but only 1 game in the next couple of weeks. Where do you go from here?
Well, we get back to work. I mean, that's what we do, right? And so we'll keep getting better and better, and we'll be peaking at the right time.
All right, thank you, Coach Heather Macy, for joining us on the post-game show. As East Carolina fell 78-75 in a nail-biting game over Northwestern. But as you heard there from Coach Heather Macy, these games aren't enough now. You can't just compete. You have to beat these teams.
Yes, you do. And it was great to see this East Carolina team compete so well, but just fall short. And it was so close, so close. Just a great effort all around from the East Carolina Pirates. The only aspect in which the game that they trailed were turnovers, and they had a lot of them tonight, and that played a factor in having to battle back multiple times to force just an unbelievable finish.
East Carolina started off the Lonestar Showcase with a loss to Creighton, a disappointing loss in that game. They bounced back last night, defeated Eastern Washington, and bounced back again tonight They were in this game. Northwestern was streaky. They started off on an 8-0 run. East Carolina then battled right back. They were cold and hot throughout the game, but it just so happened in the last minute of the game, Northwestern was 5 of 7 shooting.
Yeah, and like I said before Coach Macy came over here, East Carolina did not end well, but as far as the second half, they shot the ball exceptionally well, over 50%, and that is a great percentage compared to the first half where they were only shooting just about 30.
As the final stat sheet reads for Northwestern first, 4 players in double figures. Deary had 19 points. Coffey had 17 points, 12 rebounds. Inman had 12 points, 2 rebounds. Lyon had 26 points and 6 rebounds. She was the leading scorer on their team. Jonas, who fouled out, also had 4 points and 4 rebounds of her own. For East Carolina, Atiana Taylor led all scorers with 27 points and 17 rebounds, went 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Jada Payne had 22 points and 13 rebounds, and her 6th double-double of the year. Devon Gray had 10 points. Adding on, she made 2 3-pointers. Red Laramie had 14 points. She also made 2 3-pointers. Overall, East Carolina shot 42%. Northwestern shot 44%, and that's the difference right there, just 2% in a shooting. Northwestern was able to hit a couple big shots late.
Yeah, they were. The only thing is points off turnovers. East Carolina committed 21 turnovers. Northwestern only committed 8. And Northwestern executed 19 points off those turnovers. So that turns out to be another difference for the Northwestern Wildcats. But then again, great offensive rebounding by East Carolina and good second chance opportunities. That gave East Carolina an edge over Northwestern as well.
East Carolina out-rebounded the Wildcats 49-34, and Northwestern had 40 points in the paint. East Carolina had 34. Northwestern was limited though to 4 points in the fast break. That's something Coach Heather Macy and her assistants really wanted to force Northwestern to slow down their offense. They did that tonight. Northwestern, though, had 12 steals. East Carolina only had 4. And this game was tied up 10 times. There was a lead change. East Carolina on the bottom side of that, even though they did outscore Northwestern 25-17 in the fourth quarter. They just weren't able to pull it out.
No, they weren't. It's a heart-wrenching loss for this East Carolina team. Just a all-around great effort from this East Carolina team. Everybody came through big time. Itiana Taylor especially, playing her last game in front of her hometown crowd in this tournament. We will have 2 more trips to Texas, so I'm sure her family will be in attendance for those games as well, but she really wanted